first question that needs to be asked is, what was the ITO interrogation droid? The ITO interrogation droid was a droid designed to do the most horrible tasks in the Star Wars galaxy. Although it only weighed a mere 10 kilograms and had a width of 0.3 meters, it had a reputation that was known to send even the most fierce of warriors running away in fear. Designed by the Imperial Security Bureau, the ITO interrogation droid was designed to do exactly what its name says: interrogate enemies of the Empire. The reason this droid was so feared is because of the methods it used to extract information out of its victims. A quote from Princess Leia reads, "I've heard whispers about these droids, torture devices invented by twisted Imperial minds. It is said that they can deliver unimaginable pain so intense that it has never been experienced before, worse than pain from any disease or wound in the known universe." The next question you may be asking is, what methods did the droid use to extract information on an average torture session? In an average interrogation, the droid would inject the prisoner with a mentally disabling chemical that decreased the victim's overall pain threshold. It would then proceed to do a read on the body and scan the most sensitive areas, such as the genitals, joints, neck, and many other less obvious body parts. An average torture session would last about 1 hour, and the droid had a built-in recording system to record the prisoner's confessions, although sometimes made inaudible by the screaming. However, most prisoners knew the reputation for these droids, and would instantly start telling their captors what they knew. The Empire eventually realized how the droid's fearsome reputation could be used to their advantage, so they deployed the ITO droids as guards to sensitive areas. This usually caused the infiltrator to panic and run, usually straight into the arms of an Imperial guard. Extreme methods of information extraction. 1 out of 100 times, an enormously strong-willed and thick-skinned person would be able to resist the average torture session. If this was the case, then the Imperial officers would enable the ITO droids to use the most painful of methods to extract information. The officers would enable the droid to use its full capacity. This includes bone fragmenters, chemical torture turrets, electroshock nerve probes, flesh peelers, joint cripplers, sonic torture devices, and searing flesh pincers. The victim of these extreme torture sessions would be subject to the ITO droid for 1 hour. If they did not confess, they were dead, but this rarely ever happened. This brings us to the final question: why was the ITO droid so twisted? It is obvious why the actual droid is on this list, as it mercilessly inflicts pain on all victims. But the reason these droids were so twisted is because of the Galactic Empire. To think people designed a machine like this is horrible enough, but what is worse is Imperial officers occasionally used to watch the droid doing its work, while not feeling an inch of guilt. This highlights not only how twisted the droid was, but also the Imperial High Command. To end off the video, here's this question: what would you do if you knew you were about to be interrogated by the Empire? As always guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, it'd be great if you hit that like button, and if you're feeling generous, subscribe.